Good morning, children. Welcome back to mathematics class. Hope you all are taking a good care of yourself. So let us start today's lecture. This is class 10th, subject mathematics, chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions, lecture number 8, and the content I am going to cover from NCERT. Children, this is the last lecture of this chapter. Fine. After that, I will be taking summary lecture, and then you please be ready for the test. In today's lecture, children, the topic which I am going to continue with, they are basically HOTS questions of exercise 5.4 optional. So let us start. Children, we have completed two questions which were HOTS. Now we are on third question. Please be alert. This is question number 3. A ladder has rungs 25 centimeter apart. Now, when I read the very first line, the question came in my mind, what do you mean by rungs? Rungs is basically a horizontal support on a ladder for a person's foot. Fine. Here you just have a look on this ladder. These are basically the rungs. Fine. What are these? These are horizontal supports on a ladder for a person's foot. Definitely if I am going to climb up using ladder, so I have to keep my feet here only on these rungs. Correct, students? Okay. Now, the rungs decrease uniformly in length from 45 centimeter at the bottom to 25 centimeter at the top. Please have a look on this diagram. What is the length of the very first rung? The bottom rung is 45 centimeter, and of course the length of the rung is going to be reduced, and what is the length of the topmost rung? That is 25 centimeter. Correct? If the top and the bottom rungs are 2 whole 1/2 meters apart, means the distance between this top rung and the bottom rung is how much? That is 2 whole 1/2 meters. Then what is the length of the wood required for the rungs? Basically, we will have to tell how much wood is required to form all these rungs. So children, to calculate the length of the wood which is required to form all these rungs, the question which strikes in our mind, if we will be knowing the number of rungs, then definitely we will be able to calculate the length of the wood which is required to form these very rungs. Correct, students? Okay, before I start this solution, please have a look on the question once again. Here, children, you can see that the difference, or I should say the distance between the top and the bottom rungs, this is given 2 whole 1/2 meters. But the length of the bottom rung is 45 centimeter and the top rung is 25 centimeter. So children, here you can see that one unit is in meter and other two are in centimeter. So first of all, I am going to convert meter into centimeter. Correct? So now the solution I am going to begin with. Convert meter into centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. This is 2 whole 1/2 meters. Convert this mixed fraction into improper. You will be getting 5/2 meters is equal to 5/2 into 100 centimeter. Cancel them, 100 by 2. So you will be getting 250 centimeter. Correct? This is the conversion of 5/2 meter into centimeter. Fine, children? As I told you, if I know the number of rungs, so definitely I will be capable to come to know what is the length of the wood required to form these rungs. So the formula which I am going to tell you to calculate the number of rungs, that is total distance. I have to go for the total distance among all the rungs divided by the distance between two rungs, two consecutive rungs. Children, here it is given in the question that the distance between two consecutive rungs is 25 centimeter. So as I know the total distance, that is 250 centimeter, and the distance between two consecutive rungs, that is 25 centimeter, then I have to add 1 in that so that I can calculate the number of rungs. Now this question may have come in your mind that why we are going to add 1. So for that I am going to explain you. Please be alert. Please look at this ladder. This is the bottom rung, and what is the length of this bottom rung? That is 45 centimeter. And this is the topmost rung, and what is the length of it? This is given in the question, 25 centimeter. Correct, students? Now, as I am basically going to tell you that why did I add 1 to calculate the number of rungs, though I knew the total distance as well as I knew the distance between two rungs. Please be alert. Look, the distance between two consecutive rungs is 25 centimeter. This I have just told you. Fine, student. See, here the distance is 25 centimeter. Then I am going to take again distance 25 centimeter. So this has total become 50 centimeter. Reaching on next, up to here it has become 75 centimeter. Fine. Then next 100 centimeter, of course. Then I will be reaching on next. It will be 25 into 5, that is 125. Then the distance between this rung as well as the bottom rung, that would be 150 centimeter. Then reaching on next, it will be total 175. Next 200, next 225, and of course the top one and the bottom one, the distance between the top and the bottom rung, that will be 250 centimeter, which is given in the question. Now basically I do not know how many rungs were drawn. Fine, so let us check it. This was the very first rung, rung number 1. This is rung number 1. This is 2. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course, this rung was 11th rung. Correct, student? So that's why 1 was added, so that we can come to know basically how many rungs were formed. Correct, students? As I have just explained you that there were total 11 rungs formed. So definitely we will have to just check it through the formula also whether we are going to get 11 rungs or not. Total distance, children, you know that is 250 centimeter divided by the distance between two consecutive rungs is 25 centimeter. As I told you to add 1. So look, 250 divided by 25, you will be getting 10 plus 1, that is 11 rungs. Correct, students? Now, as we will have to basically calculate the length of the wood which is required for the rungs. Fine, the total length we want basically of the wood. So that means we will have to calculate the sum of the length of 11 rungs, which we have just calculated 11 rungs, right? So it means I will have to just calculate S11. What I have to calculate, children? S11. So let us recall the formula of Sn first. Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus l. Here I am not going to apply that formula in which common difference was present. Why I am doing so? Because here I know the very first term. Correct? That was a is equal to 45, which was basically the length of the bottom rung, and I know the length of the top rung also, that was 25 centimeters. So that would be considered as an, that is the last term. Correct? And children, you know very well that length of the rungs, they are also going to form AP. So that's why we are just going to apply the formula to calculate the sum of first 11 rungs. Correct, students? Now the question may have come in your mind that why ma'am is saying that the length of the rungs, they are going to form AP. Children, in the diagram also I explained you, look, the difference between two consecutive rungs is 25 centimeter. Here also it is 25 centimeter. Here also it is 25 centimeter. Here also 25 centimeter. So as the common difference is same, so definitely the rungs are going to form AP. Correct, students? So now let us calculate S11. Insert the value of n, that is 11, 11 by 2 into the first term, that is 45, and the last term is 25. Add them. It would be 11 by 2 into 70. Cancel them. 2 ones are 2, 2 35s are 70. Now 11 into 35, you will be getting 385 centimeter. This is what actually? This is actually the length of the wood which is required for the rungs. Correct, students? Fine. Now, let us switch to the next question. This is very, very important question. Many times asked also in board exams. Fine. So, let us start. Question number 4. The houses of a row are numbered consecutively from 1 to 49. show that there is a value of x such that the sum of the numbers of the houses preceding the house numbered x is equal to the sum of the numbers of the houses following it. Find the value of x. Before I switch to the solution, first of all, you please understand what does the question say. The houses of a row are numbered. There are total 1 to 49 houses in a row. Fine. Show that there is a value of x such that there is one house number with x also. From that 1 to 49, there is one house number with x also, such that the sum of the number of the houses preceding the house numbered x. Children, can you tell me, suppose if my house number is x, then can you tell me what would be the house number of that person who is just preceding to me? Correct. That would be x minus 1. Because this is preceding to me. If I ask about the succeeding house number, so you will be going for x plus 1. Correct, students? Okay. So this is equal to the sum of the numbers of the houses following it. Means after x, we will have to go from x plus 1 till 49 house number. Correct, students? So now we will have to calculate the value of x. You will better understand this question while looking at this diagram. So let us start. Solution number 4. The numbers on the houses of a row are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up to 49. As I have just told you that how many houses are there in one row? They are total 49. Fine. Clearly the list is forming an AP. Of course, because the common difference is 1. This is 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. And children, can you let me know what is the very first term? Yes, this is also 1. Correct. Now please look at this diagram. This is a straight line which I have formed. Here you can see that there are total counting written from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Then there is one house number with x, and of course what is the last house number? That is 49. Correct, children? Then as it is said in the question that we will have to look for the house number which is preceding to x. So that would be definitely x minus 1. Correct, students? Now let us form an equation using the given situation. Sum of the number of the houses preceding the house numbered x. So can you let me know which number is preceding to x? That is x minus 1. We will have to go for sum. So how do we denote sum? By s. So it would be s x minus 1. This is equal to the sum of the number of the houses following it. So after x, definitely children, you know that there will be x plus 1 house number. Fine. So how can I calculate the sum of the number of the houses following x? So children, because I do not know the value of x, basically that value I have to calculate. So what I am going to do, first of all, I am going to go for the sum of all 49. That would be s49. And after that, I will be subtracting the sum of first houses, those houses starting from 1 going up to x. Fine. So it would be sx. Correct, students? As children, I will have to take the sum starting from x plus 1 and going up to 49. Can you please tell me, because I do not know what is x, so I cannot consider it as the very first term of AP. So what I have to do, I am just going to take the sum of all 49 and going to subtract the sum up to sx, so that I can basically get the sum of the number of the houses starting from x plus 1 and going up to 49. Correct, students? So have you understood, children? So let us recall it according to question. This is basically the sum of the number of the houses preceding x. That is sx minus 1, because x minus 1 is preceding to x. That must be equal to sum of the number of the houses following x. Means after x I have to take. Means I will have to start taking from x plus 1 to 49. Fine. As I do not know what is the value of x, so what I am going to do, I am going to take all the houses first. That is s49. And then I am going to subtract sx from there, so that I can get the sum of the number of the houses starting from x plus 1 and going up to 49. Correct, students? Now what you have to do, you will have to just calculate the value of sx minus 1 S49 and Sx and insert these values over here in equation number 1 to come to know the value of x. Correct, students? So as we know that Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Correct, students? So I am going to calculate first of all Sx minus 1. So at place of n, what should I write? X minus 1. So it should be x minus 1 upon 2 into what is house number 1? That is 1 only, because that was the very first term of AP. Plus at place of n again I am writing x minus 1. This minus 1 will come again because this is in the formula, into. What is the common difference? 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course the common difference is 1. Correct. Now let us simplify this bracket. 2 into 1, it would become 2 plus x minus 1 minus 1. It would become x minus 2 into x minus 1 upon 2. Correct, student? Plus 2 and minus 2 are going to be cancelled. So in bracket I have got only x multiplied by x minus 1 upon 2. Multiply these both the expressions. I will be getting x square minus x upon 2. Correct, students? Now let us calculate the value of Sx. Now at place of n, what I have to insert? That is x. It would be x by 2 into a. What is a? A is again 1 plus n minus 1, that is x minus 1, because n is going to be replaced by x as I am going to calculate the value of Sx into 1. 1 is common difference. Now it would be 2 ones are 2 plus x minus 1 is multiplying by 1. You will be getting x minus 1 only, is multiplying by x by 2 is equal to x by 2 into, this is x plus 2 minus 1 will give you plus 1. Now let us simplify them. X into x you will be getting x square plus x into 1 you will be getting x upon 2. So this I have calculated as x also, and the preceding one was as x minus 1. Correct? Now children, I am going to calculate as 49. So definitely now n is going to be interchanged with the value 49. It would be n by 2, that is 49 by 2 into 2 into a. What is a? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was the complete series. So definitely a will be 1 plus n minus 1, that is 49 minus 1 into what is d? 1, 2, 3, 4. These were the house numbers. And what was the common difference? That was 1. Correct. So I have got 49 upon 2 into 2 ones are 2 plus 49 minus 1, that is 48 into 1. You will be getting 48. Fine, students. So this is 49 by 2 into 50. Cancel them. You are going to get 49 into 25. That is 1225. Correct, students? Now these very values I am going to put in this equation number 1, which was Sx minus 1 is equal to S49 minus Sx. So this is the value of sum of first x minus 1 terms, that is Sx minus 1 is equal to sum of first 49 terms, that is 1225 minus Sx, means the sum of x terms. Correct? So these values I have put here. What I am going to do, as I will have to calculate the value of x, so I am going to take this complete expression on left hand side. As it is with negative sign, so it would be positive now. That is x square minus x upon 2 plus x square plus x upon 2 is equal to 1225. Let us simplify left hand side. So LCM will be 2. So at numerator I have got x square minus x plus x square plus x is equal to 1225. This plus x and minus x are going to be cancelled. So I have got 2x square upon 2 is equal to 1225. 2 and 2 are going to be cancelled. So what is x square? Is equal to 1225. Children, this is a perfect square of 35. So what would be x? X is equal to plus minus 35. Correct? You could write it like this also. X is equal to plus minus whole under root 1225. Then you could write plus minus 35. This is the value of x. Correct, students? Children, as x is a house number. Fine. So definitely, because x is a counting number or it is a house number also, so definitely it cannot be negative. So x is equal to minus 15 will be rejected. So what is that value of x, or which house number is this? That is x is equal to 35. Correct, students? This is basically that house number which is going to satisfy which condition? That the sum of the number of the houses preceding the house number x is equal to the sum of the number of the houses following it. Correct, students? Okay. Now this is the last HOTS, as well as I should say that this is the last question of this chapter. With this question I am going to wind up with this chapter. Fine. So let us start. This is question number 5. A small terrace at a football ground comprises of 15 steps, each of which is 50 meter long and built of solid concrete. What do you mean by concrete? Concrete is the building material which is made from the mixture of stone, sand, cement and water, etc. Correct, students? Each step has a rise of 1/4 meters and a tread of 1/2 meter. Tread you can call it as a width. Fine. Calculate the total volume of the concrete required to build the terrace. So children, just look at this diagram. This I am showing you from your NCERT. This is a small terrace at a football ground, comprises of how many steps? 15 steps. Fine. Each of which is 50 meter long. So you will be having the length given, that is 50 meter, and rise, each step has a rise of 1/4 meter. Correct. And a tread means the width is 1/2 meters. Correct, students? As what is said in the question, we will have to calculate the total volume of the concrete required to build the terrace. So children, you know very well that each and every step is going to form a cuboid. Correct? And what is the formula to calculate the volume of a cuboid? That is length into breadth into height. As it is a 3D shape, so it was difficult for me to draw it on a piece of paper. That's why I am going to show you this figure from your NCERT textbook only. But children, for your convenience, I have drawn a cuboid. Just have a look, whose length is 50 meter, breadth is 1/2 meter and the height is 1/4 meter. Fine. So we have just recalled the formula of volume of a cuboid, that is length into breadth into height. So volume of the concrete required to build the first step, second step and the third step, and of course so on they are. Definitely I have to calculate the formula. I have to apply the formula, that is length into breadth into height. This is basically the volume of the very first step, or I should say the bottom step. But as I am going to proceed further, the height will be double for the step 2, height will be thrice for the step 3, height will be 4 times for the step 4. So that's why the AP will be formed. Fine. So now let us switch to the next, as there will be variation in the height only. Correct. So I am just going to double the height. What was height for the first step? That was 1/4 meters. Fine. So it will be double, that is 2 into 1/4 into breadth would remain as it is into length would remain as it is. Correct. This is basically the volume of the concrete for step number 2. Now let us reach to the step number 3. Again, now as I told you that the height will be thrice now. It would be 3 into 1/4 into 1/2 into 50 and so on. So let us simplify it. First of all, we are going to check whether it is forming AP or not. After simplifying the very first volume, children, I have got 50/8. Fine. Then comma. This 2 I am leaving right now. Rest of the part will be again 50/8 into 2. Now it will be 50/8 into 3. Next one will be 4 into 50/8 and so on. Correct, students? As we will have to calculate the total volume of the concrete required to build the complete terrace. So that will be volume is equal to 50/8 plus 2 into 50/8 plus 3 into 50/8 and so on. Up to which term I will have to go, children? See, this is given in the question that how many steps were there. There were total 15 steps. So definitely you will be having that very AP given, in which you will be having total 15 terms. Correct, students? So what I am going to do, I am going to take 50 upon 8 as common. So inside the bracket I have got 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to which term? It would be 15 terms. So can I call n as 15? Because 15th term would be the last term of this AP. Correct? So what is A? A is equal to 1. What is the common difference of this AP? That is 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Correct, students? Now as it is said that we will have, after looking this very expression, I have come to know that I will have to calculate basically the sum of this AP, which is going to be start from 1 and going up to total 15 terms. So once again, let us recall the formula of Sn. Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Correct, students? Now, as I have just told you that the number of terms will be 15. So what is the volume? Volume is equal to 50 upon 8 you already had outside the bracket. Now for rest of the part, just look at here. This was 50 upon 8 already written. For rest of the part I am going to apply S15. Correct, students? So it would be n by 2. That means 15 by 2 into what is A? A is 1 plus 15 minus 1, that is n minus 1, into what is D? D is the common difference, that is 1. Correct? So now cancel this 50 by 2, you will be getting 25 into 15 upon 8. Let us simplify the bracket. 2 ones are 2 plus 15 minus 1, that is 14, into 1 you will be getting 14. So children, after simplifying you have got 25 into 15 into 16 upon 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 twos are 16. Let us multiply 25 by 15 and then by 2. You will be getting 750 cubic meter. Why? Because volume is always calculated in cubic units. Correct, students? So hence the total volume of the concrete required to build the terrace of 15 steps is 750 cubic meters. Correct, students? Now children, that's it for the day. So today we have completed with this chapter number 5, that is arithmetic progression. Fine. And as I told you that all the HOTS I am going to teach you. So those I have taught you now. Fine. Now this is the time to get mathematics homework. Your maths homework is that you have to revise the questions 1 to 15 of exercise 5.3 in your practice notebook and do the HOTS questions which I have taught you in today's lecture in your homework notebook. Fine, students? Children, after this lecture, I will be taking your summary lecture and then after that you please be ready for the test. Okay? Do not ignore HOTS. HOTS are very, very important and they may be tested in your board exams as well. Fine, students? So that's it for the day. Please like the video and do not forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.